fire springs forth, while bile does bubble. The black moon swings, and the sky stirs trouble. By violent ends, we kill the light. Through the shadows, madness beckons. Weird at night.
Freed from the shackles of time and space, we present Weird at Night!
Damn, kid. Getting shot out of a cannon is a lot more painful and far less exhilarating than the rattlesnake had planned on. Don't fucking matter, though. We're about to cruise into the atmosphere with Patrick Galactic and whatever else his non-fighting wimp ass wants to do. Welcome to Weird at Night. Here's Patrick.
Oh, yeah, so they basically have me collecting trash during the day and then cooking it at night, and then I feed it to them, and it's actually not so bad. It's like way less terrifying than Alex, you know, and Trash Force and all that. So yeah, oh hey, hi everyone, except Alex F and V, who left me in the deathly clutches of space raccoons from Mars. Welcome to Weird at Night. I'm Patrick Galactic, your guide for the next hour-ish as we explore art, music, history, and creative conversation. I'm also currently a hostage of the aforementioned space raccoons, and honestly, it's not that bad. I've had to do a lot worse than cooking trash, and they even gave me this. Look at this. It's a host pass, and it's for one episode of WAN. They don't actually seem to notice that I escape captivity quite often and go wander around the halls. So I do this episode and then they beam me back to Space Raccoon Prison, which is actually just a comfortable room with a nearly endless amount of Burt Reynolds movies on DVD. Not too bad. Tonight's show is a stone cold banger. We're going to look at three very different painters from three very different eras. Rembrandt, Frida Kahlo, and Jean-Michel Basquiat. We have the Spider Ferns, Javon, and Jagged Baptist Club as our musical guests. We got animated poetry and a whole lot more to discover. But as we do, we must engage the Waniverse, breathe life into its sulken celestial body, and prepare for the battle of art, love, and truth. And to do that, we need to sing the song of the cosmos. You ready, pal? Beautiful stuff, everybody! Beautiful stuff! Thanks for singing with your whole chest, your whole heart! The Waniverse is heart-powered, so that was just what we needed. But enough of the jib jab, says the jib jabber. We kick things off tonight with a beautifully animated poem from Ted Hughes. The animator is Anania Chaubi. This is called The Thought Fox.
I imagine this midnight moment's forest, something else is alive. Beside the clocks, loneliness. And this blank page where my fingers move. Through the window I see no star, something more near, though deeper within darkness is entering the loneliness. Cold, delicately as the dark snow, a fox's nose touches twig, leaf, 2 eyes serve a movement that now, and again now, and now, and now, sets near prints into the snow between trees, and warily a lame shadow lags by stump and in hollow of a body that is bold to come across clearings. And I, a widening, deepening greenness, brilliantly, concentratedly coming about its own business, till with a sudden sharp heart sting of fox it enters the dark hole of the head. The windows starless still, the clock ticks, the page is printed.
The thought fox. Pretty fascinating. Loneliness is penetrated by the presence of the fox, as Hughes says. The fox represents what? Inspiration, revelation, an end to loneliness? It's for us to decide, friends. But no matter what your interpretation is, we've all met the thought fox more than once. But loneliness ain't what we got going on here, my deadlies. No. We got a half an art ham sandwich, and we need to add mayo. And to do that, I need you to turn rationality off. I need you to turn what the fuck to 11. This cosmic calamity, it ain't an accident, cowpoke. It's an art extravaganza of galactic proportion. Weighted Night is a twice weekly art voyage through the stars. We love music. We love surreal comedy. Weighted Night is like a smoky patchwork quilt with Twilight Zone, 90s cable access, Pee-wee's Playhouse, and Reading Rainbow all stitched in. We're astonishingly wholesome for people who say fuck as often as we do here. More importantly than all that, though, we're a show community. The chat is 100% where it's at, friends. A lot of the stuff we'll be showing tonight was made by people maybe hanging out in the chat. So give thanks to the Queen Most High, because you're chatting amongst royalty. Seattle rapper and vibe impresario Da Queen is the true and ultimate ruler of the Waniverse, known to show up on a moment's notice. So you don't want to be caught not paying tribute. Make sure you go to Da Queen's Bandcamp and give praise. Now, don't fear the darkness, darling. We're weird. It's night. You're in the right place. Respect for each other and the flow of the show is essential. Distractors, spammers will be ejected. Give us a follow on Twitch, and at some point in the night, I'm going to sing you a little tune and put your name in the pretty lights on the screen. If you subscribe on Twitch, which is so helpful in this unpaid endeavor to deliver abstract amazingness to the masses, I'll put everything down, I'll grab my guitar, and I will write you a 20-second song on the spot. But for now, let the extravaganza begin. And we begin with some cool news today. The Capitol Hill Block Party, one of Seattle's premier summer events, announced its lineup. They are returning this year, and it looks like a hell of an event. Now, Seattle folks know Block Party is one of the biggest shows of the summer, and when I looked at the lineup, I was super happy to see so many familiar names. That's right. There's some verified WAN fam in this lineup, so I want to congratulate Edom Claw. I want to congratulate the Blacktones, Breaks and Swells, Archie, LaFonda, Among Authors, King Youngblood, Rel Be Free, Seichi, Good Job, and Oh My Eyes. That's 10 artists who have appeared on Weird at Night that will be playing at Capitol Hill Block Party this year. All of those artists have been featured here on Weird at Night at some point, and I'm happy to see their stars continuing to rise. Keep it up, y'all. Capitol Hill Block Party takes place July 22nd through the 24th. We dropped a link in the chat with all the ticket info, plus a link to Nanamucho's coverage of the announcement. So we also have Noirland's resident true crime broadcaster, McGruff. here to give us a sneak peek at what's coming up this Saturday on 60 Seconds. Can you believe it?
Next time on 60 Seconds with McGruff, we talk about starry skies, dead and burning suns, or God poking holes in the blanket in the sky.
Well, that certainly sounds provocative. Wow, McGruff, getting good at this stuff. Not sure what McGruff is cooking up, but it sounds super like trippy, man. How is the community tonight? Do we have any big news? Any big announcements? Any cool new puzzles you've narrowly solved before realizing maybe you were missing a piece and threw the entire thing into the sun? At me in the chat, and I will read your comments at the break. Also, make sure when I'm live on the screen, use your emotes, friends, because as you can see, Ash Maddie is making liberal use of them. But the acts don't end there, mon amis. I want everyone watching to ask me a weird question. Anything you think would be hard to answer, would be funny, whatever you think weird is. Just at me in the chat and I'll answer them at the chat break. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. We have a little bit of a whole lot to get through. We've got the Spider-Ferns, Javon, Rembrandt, Frida, Basquiat, and way more. But now's the time for the main monster. The monster of ceremonies, the monster who never misses. Terry Monstrosity. This is a new track that Terry's previewing that should be out soon. Dig.
Let's see if it works. It might not.
You say that you wanna talk about it, but you don't want to hear about shit. Everybody always try to say something. Everybody always try to say something. Why is it all you have to hear is nothing? Everybody always try to say something.
Everybody's always saying some bullshit.
Why they always tripping, talking all that fiction, messing up the mission, maybe something different, maybe we can pivot, take another shot, all the way from distance, watch the ball drop, all the cards play, bet pre-flop, hard parlay, yes we rock, down as always, feeling freedom, all the hard days, tell me keep running.
What was that sound I heard? Someone pounding nails at this hour? Or is my mind playing a trick on me? No, it's not that. I'm sure it was something much more sinister. I'm not paranoid. I'm perfectly lucid, but with some slight ADHD.
As always, much love to Terry Monstrosity, always keeping it real and real goddamn good, baby. If you can't afford to buy his tunes, I'm telling you, a follow goes a long way. Show your love however you can. And Blaze in Space blazes through the Waniverse with another excellent read of an auto-write. That was from Anarchy and Bedrock, a newer member of our little WAN tribe here. Do you want your auto-write read on the next episode? Stick around to the end. That's when we do them. And someone's will be read this Saturday. So, keep the unconscious spinning, baby. Now, we talk friendship. Our next performer, Seattle's The Spider-Ferns, are not only a great band, not only a power couple in the Seattle music community, they are dear friends of mine. Kelly and Alton Fleek were coming to my shows nearly a decade ago. We met through Reverb Nation of all places, which tells you it was a long time ago. We've had a bunch of adventures together, played shows together, and gone to each other's shows more times than I could possibly recount. And in that time, they tirelessly worked to become the glorious goddamn duo they are today. Are you ready? Are you ready for a fever dream?
Did you come around at all? Did you work it all out so late? How when the wind blew, did you change your direction? Would it matter anyway if the whole world
Hell yeah. Thanks to Band in Seattle for that footage. Make sure to check out their YouTube page and their website. They have been sharing the music of Seattle musicians for longer than we have. They're a very different kind of show, but one worth checking out. And a huge thanks to Kelly and Alton, the Spider Ferns. Make sure to check out their links and spread the word. That was awesome. Now, this next video is from Blaze in Space, and I gotta admit, I was a little rushed the last few days, so I was only able to watch like the first 30 seconds or so, but it's blazing. You know it's good. So you know, let's watch it.
Here's the thing, Weird at Night.
Take a look at this, guys.
Yet the obstinate part about these actions we are seeing is their subtlety, their ambiguity. They remind me of certain optical puzzles.
Cars, they're nylons. Yes, even their moonshine is sunshine.
What is it?
When you're alone, nobody's saying anything, there's nothing to do. There's this worry, this lack of distraction. I'm left alone with myself, and I want to get away from myself. I'm always wanting to get away from myself. That's why I go to the movies, that's why I read mystery stories, that's why I go after girls or anything that you do, or get drunk or whatever. I don't want to be with myself. I feel queer.
What's that?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Here is a simple and obvious and quite infallible kind of holographic relationship. Parallel action rotated into 4 quadrant positions. Now, from here on, I'm going to present a kind of spoken counterpoint.
Hi. Yeah, we were wondering how it all happened at the beginning.
Nobody knows what happened at the beginning.
Oh, come on, Pop. Unwind us. They want to see how I was born.
You old hot gas bag, you keep still.
And that's what you gotta ask yourself.
Tell me what's really going on right now.
The question you gotta ask yourself is, what the fuck is this all about?
There is so much misunderstanding about the so-called electronic brain.
Just remember, somebody must love you very much.
I'll tell you exactly what this is about. You know exactly what this is about, Patrick.
That planet you live on is not like all the rest. You're blessed with just the right size, the right temperature, the right atmosphere, the right composition. Everything just right to produce the biggest miracle of all. Life. So go ahead.
Talk a little bit about what's going on in this room, because I think there are some fascinating ramifications here for the future.
Release the Gizmo emote to Tier 1 subscribers. We're subscribed, we're paying for the stream, we support Weird at Night, we're proud to financially support Weird at Night, and we want the Gizmo emoji in Tier 1. Our numbers are growing every day, and this movement is not going away. It's only building strength. And you can too. Get in the chat, hashtag release the Gizmo emoji. Release the Gizmo emoji to Tier 1, Patrick. It's what the people want.
God damn it. Free Gizmo. Release the Gizmo emote. You know what? I used to be the one making the hashtags. I used to be the one railing against stuff, and now it seems that I've lived long enough to become the villain. When? Well, then villain I shall. Gizmo stays at tier 3, and you'll never get me to change it. Huh? Okay, so our next piece is about someone you might have heard of. Rembrandt, anybody? An artist who revolutionized light and shade in painting. An artist so renowned for it that Rembrandt lighting is still a commonly used term to this day in video production. But did you know that his full name was Rembrandt Harmenzoon van Rijn? Rembrandt Harmenzoon van Rijn. I was yesterdays old when I found that out. What other painter do you know that is commonly referred to by their first name? No one! That's what I'm saying! Rembrandt's weird! Check it out.
Rembrandt was the son of a miller born in Leiden, where he trained, and then he moved on to Amsterdam, the big sort of capital of the northern Netherlands at the time. And there he practiced as a painter, draftsman, and printmaker.
He was hugely productive, made massive paintings, had a huge studio which was helping him make them. His technique is fascinating, that sort of expressive brushstroke that he adopted. I think the fact that his subject matter was interesting to people, biblical, historical, contemporary.
He very quickly developed into a painter that did things differently. His approach to the distribution of light and shade, the so-called chiaroscuro, is something that singles him out. A wonderful example is the Rest on the Flight into Egypt, where you can see, this campfire and the Virgin and the Child and Joseph around, the luminosity of the fire and then the darkness around. And this gives it a fantastic atmosphere. And that is something he was incredibly good at.
That was but the briefest look at Rembrandt. There are hours and hours more we could sift through, and his place in art history is assured forever. What I was talking about his revolution in light and shade, they called luminosity. The way light gradually gives way to dark had never been properly painted before Rembrandt. As I said, there is so much more to uncover in his work. Click the links we dropped and get started. Thanks to the National Galleries for the video. It's a great follow on YouTube. We air a lot of their stuff. They have a lot of great stuff. So if you're into the history of visual art, make sure you go to the National Galleries YouTube and give them a follow because they do great work. And Blazing Space added, Rembrandt would have loved hashtag release the gizmo emoji. And then Blazing Space said, and just like Gremlins, you have to be careful feeding Rembrandt after midnight or getting him wet. That is true. That is true. Thank you, Blazing Space. Thank you for drawing that distinction. I would really hate for anybody to get Rembrandt wet. And speaking of videos, Converge Media broadcasts every damn day on their channels. They fearlessly cover the events in Seattle communities and beyond with transparency and balance. And if you don't believe me, well, you can check it out for yourself.
We're right here at East Precinct. It doesn't get any closer than this right now.
Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents.
As a small independent media company, we rely on the financial support of individuals and business members to stay on the front lines of the news that's important to you.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your man, The Big O. Want to encourage you to tune in to Weird at Night right here on Converge Media every Saturday at 10 p.m.
Weird at Night is live every Saturday on Converge Media with our friends Omari Salisbury and Trey Holiday, and we're so proud to be their broadcast partner. But most importantly, Converge is an honest eye in the sky for those seeking to understand their neighborhoods and communities better. Visit their website, we dropped the link in the chat, and consider becoming a financial contributor. Now, it's time for Nada Mucho Newsy News, friends. And you know the drill. Nada's been covering Northwest music and culture for 25 years. But this is a very special edition of Nada Mucho Newsy News that I really hope all of you will give your full attention to. There's a special message from Nada host Nina Wassenkari that I want you all to hear. So please, open those ears, open your eyes, say hello.
Hey everyone, this is Nina Wassenkari bringing to you Nada Mucho, music that's new to you. Nada Mucho is 100% volunteer driven, supporting independent music and entertainment since 1997. Tonight we've put together, once again, a very special curated playlist just for you. And for each of these artists, we're going to drop the links in the chat. What we want you to do is click on those links and support those artists directly. But before we kick off that playlist, I have an announcement. Tonight will be my last night as your Nada Mucho host. This last year has been an incredible experience that has allowed me to grow artistically and spiritually. I've had wild adventures through New Orleans. I've tried to teach the Pink Cloud how to love. I've got to collaborate with some amazing artists, Blaze in Space, Patrick Galactic. I'm very grateful for my experience here. And even more so, I'm grateful for all of the friendships that I've built here at Weird at Night. It is each one of you that has inspired me to pursue some passions of my own. I really want to thank all of you for all of your love and support over this last year. I really am truly grateful. May we all lead and live with kindness, compassion, and empathy in our hearts. Signing off with love, this is Nina Wassenkari, and you are watching Weird at Night.
Great stuff from Nana, as always. Follow them on Twitter to hear more about those artists. But right now, I want to take a minute to talk about my friend Nina Wasson-Carey. Nina has new adventures to undertake, and I'm very excited for her. And I'm so sad to see her go. Nina came into this community a little over a year ago with a cover of a Nick Cave song that blew my mind. And since that moment, she's premiered a video on Weird at Night. She's been involved in numerous stories, has given her time so freely to this community and Nada Mucho, and become one hell of a good friend of mine. I love you, Nina. I really do. We love you, Nina. Thank you so much for bringing out the best in these segments. Thank you for boosting so many deserving artists. Thank you for sharing yourself and your heart with us all. This ain't the end. It's a pause, but it's one of the more painful pauses I've ever had to take. Nothing but love from this dummy to you. Thank you, Nina. Well, we're at the chat break, folks. And what is the chat break? It's your opportunity. Go get something to drink, go take a pee-pee, or other thing if you need to. But we're going to be hanging out here for 2 or 3 minutes. So go do whatever's necessary. This is a great reminder, time to remind you, actually, that we are live every Tuesday and Saturday night at 10 p.m. Pacific. That's every Tuesday and Saturday night at 10 p.m. Pacific. On Saturdays, we are broadcast by our friends Converge, and you can see us over there. So make sure you follow the channel. It's a huge help to us. And even if you can't afford to subscribe right now, a follow goes a really long way. It tells the algorithm, hey, they're on the come up a little bit somehow. So let's do that. Let's also read some comments and questions that were posed by the community. Nina did say so much love, Weird at Night. I love you, Nina. Okay. I'm gonna get emotional. All right, let's see. So, I'm just trying to get to the start, everybody. Okay. I passed all the questions again. This chat is overwhelming sometimes. Okay. Nina asked if you saved all of your sock fuzz between your toes for 20 years and made it into yarn, which I've done before. What would you knit first? Let me tell you what I did knit first. And that was a bra for my car. A nice little yarn bra for the car. It was fantastic. Fantastic. 20 years of planning went swimmingly. I don't have that car anymore, nor do I have the bra for the car. So kind of a disappointment in a way. I only had the car for about 4 days because I stole it. So long story, we don't need to get into all the details. Alex F&V, when you make left turns, which vortex do you enter? Well, I don't make left turns, cousin. What I do is just keep making rights until somehow I just end up where I'm supposed to go. But were I to make a left turn and end up in a vortex, it would most certainly be the vortex of endless cheese. The vortex of endless cheese. It sounds great. It is not. You will be full of phlegm. You will be full of scary feelings. Cheese is great, but you don't want it all the time. I promise you. I promise you. Trust me on this. The cheese vortex, terrifying stuff. Sorry, I just burped. Ash Maddie, who would you rather play Parcheesi with, Kelly or Alton Fleek? Definitely Kelly, because I think if I said Alton, she would kick my ass. It's just as simple as that. Kelly Fleek and I could have an amazing game of pretty much any game because we're two big blabbermouths who, when we're around each other, we never shut up, and that can go on for 6, 7, 8 hours. So Kelly and I would kill a game of Parcheesi. Plus, Kelly and Alton are so like mind melded. It's kind of like you'd be playing against both of them, really. Dartone III, when I go on walks with my girlfriend, we do romantic things like throwing rocks at kids and having sex behind a dumpster. What's your ideal date night? You took my ideal date night, you son of a bitch, and you know it. You know that I love throwing rocks at kids with the love of my life that I don't currently have right now, and you do, and it makes me sick. Hi, attack with love, everybody. Let's see, who else? Blaze in Space asks, in a void of existence, do you search for meaning in life? In a void of existence, do you search for meaning in life? I would say no. I would say just enjoy the void. So, I mean, if there is nothing to exist, then there's nothing to question. There's no meaning to question because there's nothing happening. So I'm a solid no on that one. Bicentennial Bebe, release the gizmo emoji or I'm going to use all my wand bucks to make the auto-write emoji only until you submit. I will crush this rebellion. Do you hear me? I will crush it. This is also a great reminder that if you haven't already, please join our Discord. We have a very, very fun show after the show. So after this show is over, we'll have a live chat in the Discord voice chat channel, the community voice chat channel. So make sure you're signed up because you can come join us. It's kind of like hanging out in a green room after a show with the band. It's a blast. The last one went 2.5 hours. We had a great time. Naomi Faomi's here. So she's saying hello and I'm saying hello too. Tim Bossaraba says move gizmo emoji to level 7. Now we're talking, T-Bossa. Some kind of tyrant is in this chat, and I'm loving it. Let's see. Do we have anything else? No. Okay. So, are you an artist? Because if you are a musician, a poet, a painter, a dancer, a drag artist, a comedian, a sketch comic, do you make short films? Do you make animations? What about literature? You can submit it to Weird at Night via email or through our Discord. Send a email to weirdatnight@gmail.com with a maybe a Drive or a Dropbox link, or join our Discord and send me a private message with a link, and I'll go check it out and we'll figure out how we can get it on the show. This is not a closed artist community. We need people. If you know people, let them know. Get the word out. That's what Weird at Night is about. It's about elevating and inspiring. And how do we do that? With great art, friends. And I'm not good enough to make it all. And no one else here is either. We need people to help us with this desperate need for content that we always need. Just kidding. Seriously, we want to show your art. You guys are great. Coming up, we've got a lot more art to uncover. Friendaroos. We still got Javon on deck. Same with Jagged Baptist Club. We're going to talk Frida Kahlo, Jean-Michel Basquiat. We've got more poetry. So let's get to it. And we get to it first with our friends over at Problem Magic Comedy. This is one of my favorite sketch troupes. They made us all laugh our asses off many times, and they ain't slowing down. This is called Gym.
The 4 types of people you'll see at the gym. The sex noise guy. Oh, yeah. The bicycle librarian. The guy. Your long-lost father.
Wait, what? Hey, son. Dad?
Finally gotten around to getting those cigarettes. I'm sorry it took so long. Why don't you put those weights down? We can go get ice cream.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, God damn it. Fucking bitch ass nigga. Never been here for me and my mom. Motherfucking nigga just been. Fuck that shit.
damn funny problematic comedy. Almost as funny as watching Patrick Galactic get hosed in solitary confinement by the Space Raccoons. Now that is comedy, people. Big love to Not For Sale for bringing the big-ass beats each and every episode, too. Check out his music, check out his merch in the artist studio, and show him some love. We got a returning WAN regular next, Javon, with his track, Yumi Shoes. Check it out. Bye. Fuck you, Patrick.
Narrow hallways and wide rooms. Why is he moved to rise from gloom? Always smooth like he knew he about to die soon. Or knew how the world ends and endings aside each side too. But it changed him on the inside too. The sun moved from his side and dude was too denied to cry. And it's cool, life moves. His shoe was like an off-white with a light blue. He came to grips within. He got the shift when them 6 a.m. shifts begin. And get broke his day is like 30 days away cause you paying rent again. I was missing friends with discontent, they listened in. Another rap song about distances and going missing again. Another rap about pain and living in sin. They was livid, the messages didn't send. He was basic again, but did the damn thing. Took Purells, but kept his hands clean. Bro was on the run from them demons and he pulled his hamstring. I don't care about the scene, I got famine to feed. And it's famine to be fed from. And soil to clean, don't damage the seeds. And before I've ever planted in the planet, planted the seed that I was a man that took up a stand and belief. I hope my daughter will understand me and understand that she was my only plan B. But not like a plan B, but like the only plan after me. Damn, I might just die happily after all. After all, trying to usher in my destiny, and you don't have to call. Have to call. Might just die happily after all. After all, we can be happy. After all.
God damn. God damn. What a cool video. It's less than 2 minutes long. Packs such an emotional punch. I really, really, really dig Javon's stuff. There's something so uniquely appealing about his voice, about his flow, and about all the things that he touches on. That song was called Yumi Shoes. We dropped links to Javon's Bandcamp and his YouTube. Make sure you go over there and give a follow because he's absolutely amazing. Javon will be on the show as long as Javon's making music, friends, because I just absolutely love his stuff. We've been diving into his catalog the last few months, and there's still quite a bit more. Huge love to Javon. Check out his music, buy it if you can, but give him a follow either way. The word icon gets thrown around a lot in America, mainly to sell shit, as we do in the US of A. But our next artist feature is on Frida Kahlo, who is undisputedly an icon of art, an icon of feminism, and an icon of revolutionary thought. And I think you should check it out right fucking now.
Today, we're going to talk about the painter Frida Kahlo. Frida Kahlo was a Mexican artist who was married to Diego Rivera, and she is still admired as a feminist icon today. Artist Frida Kahlo was considered one of Mexico's greatest artists who began painting mostly self-portraits after she was severely injured in a bus accident. Kahlo later became politically active and married fellow Mexican artist Diego Rivera in 1929. She exhibited her paintings in Paris and Mexico before her death in 1954. Kahlo was born on July 6, 1907 in Mexico City. Her father was a German photographer who had immigrated to Mexico where he met her mother. They married and had 3 girls. Around the age of 6, Kahlo contracted polio, which caused her to be bedridden for 9 months. While she recovered from the illness, she limped when she walked because the disease had damaged her right leg and foot. In 1922, she enrolled at the renowned National Preparatory School. She was one of the few female students to attend the school and became known for her love of colorful clothes and jewelry. On September 17, 1925, Kahlo was traveling on a bus when a vehicle collided with a streetcar. As a result of the collision, Kahlo suffered several injuries and fractures and began painting during her recovery. She finished her first self-portrait the following year. Kahlo married Diego Rivera, a famous Mexican mural artist, in 1929. About a week after her 47th birthday, Kahlo died. In 1929, Kahlo married Diego Rivera, a famous Mexican mural artist. About a week after her 47th birthday, Kahlo died on July 13, 1954, at her home. She led a life of many challenges and health complications, but she put her story into her work and never stopped expressing her emotions in life in her paintings. Today, you can visit her home, which is now a museum in Mexico. She is celebrated as one of the most famous female artists that has ever lived. As Frida has said, "I paint self-portraits because I'm so often alone, because I am the person I know best."
The vagabond, give to me the life I love. Let the lave go by me. Give the jolly heaven above and the byway nigh me. Bed in the bush with stars to see, bread I dip in the river. There's the life for a man like me, there's the life forever. Let the blow fall soon or late, let what will be o'er me. Give the face of earth around and the road before me. Wealth I seek not, hope nor love, nor a friend to know me. All I seek, the heaven above and the road below me. Or let autumn fall on me, where afield I linger, silencing the bird on tree, biting the blue finger. White as meal the frosty field, warm the fireside haven. Not to autumn will I yield, not to winter even. Let the blow fall soon or late, let what will be o'er me. Give the face of earth around and the road before me. Wealth I ask not, hope nor love, nor a friend to know me. All I ask, the heaven above and the road below me.
Frida Kahlo's determination and sheer force of her will, and her amazing art, obviously, allowed her to be seen at a time and in a place where women just did not receive the acclaim and attention men did. I mean, that's still a problem. Let's not kid ourselves, okay? Her husband, as was said in the video, Diego Rivera, was also an acclaimed mural artist who we'll learn about another time. But Kahlo's vision was undeniable, and her work has long outlived her. If you want to learn more about Frida Kahlo, check out the links we dropped. Big shout out to the creepy ass video of Robert Louis Stevenson reading his poem, The Vagabond. That came to us courtesy of Poetry Reincarnations on YouTube. There are a bunch more very similar to this video with Walt Whitman, Joan Keats, Rudyard Kipling, and many more. So if you want to freak out your friends when they come over, have one of those playing when they walk in. Also, this is a quick reminder that even though this episode is nearing its end, the party is not over. Join our Discord server and hop on the community voice chat channel after the show. Last session was about 2.5 hours. We riffed, we connected, we came up with ideas for the show. So much good stuff, so many good vibes. That's what we're trying to bring. We're trying to share a moment together after Weirded Night and connect. So please do join our Discord and join our conversation. Now, Our final artist feature flashes us forward about 30 years after Frida Kahlo's death and thousands of miles from Mexico City to New York City. The artist, Jean-Michel Basquiat. Getting his start as a graffiti artist as part of a duo called Samo, Basquiat eventually turned to fine art and immediately captured the public's imagination with his style, which was referred to as neo-expressionism. We've talked about expressionism before. We know what that is. And though he died of a heroin overdose at a tragically young age, his legacy has continued to grow. And now we are going to learn a little more about this incredible artist.
Van Gogh, Sheila, Munch, Picasso, and Bacon all sought the spark behind the eyes. In Provence and Paris, Oslo and London, the masters turned to the human head. Its importance in art history tracks through the memento mori of the old masters and the anatomical analysis of Leonardo da Vinci, all the way to the torments of 19th century romantics and the fractured features of modernist portraiture. And then in the early 1980s, a young and brilliant artist from Brooklyn collided with the timeless subject. Jean-Michel Basquiat brought the clatter of the M train to the skull, turned eyes electric, and made expressions pulse in a group of masterpieces that were alive to the chaotic beats of the fledgling hip-hop culture and his own frenetic life story. Painted in 1982, Basquiat's Untitled Head is a jump-cut journey into the artist's mind, perhaps everyone's mind. It's one of a series of head paintings that are unsparing in their rage and constant in their topicality. The visceral and tangled head, composed with extreme velocity, was to become one of Basquiat's key motifs. In 1982, Basquiat was in the ascendant. A few years earlier, he had been making his mark on the city streets as part of the graffiti duo Samo. And now he was weathering a maelstrom of success and temptation. Suddenly, he found himself painting in Italy and California, living with Madonna and befriending Warhol, taking his tumultuous vision from Manhattan's downtown sidewalks to its pristine galleries. Basquiat's heads capture that confusion. They combine physiognomy and psychology and alter egos that are both warriors and worriers. While harking back to African masks, they are as contemporary as a metro map, full of stops, starts, and junctions. The critic Robert Storr remarked that they were created at 200 beats per minute. Basquiat himself said they were about 80% anger. Intuitively composed, using colored oil sticks over slicks of black India ink, Untitled Head erupts in a fury of greens, reds, blues, oranges, and yellows. Lava-hot eyes shoot a ray gun glare above a cavernous mouth, features wreathed in one of the artist's distinctive thorny outlines. The work was included in a small group of works on paper that Basquiat kept in his own collection, and which were discovered at his Crosby Street studio following his premature death in 1988. Aged just 27. They were inspirations to which he repeatedly returned, and they possess remarkable similarities to perhaps his greatest work, the monumental canvas of 1981, which is now in the Broad Museum, Los Angeles. Basquiat sampled and remixed his anxieties on paper, and he was a constant draftsman. There was no distinction between drawing and painting. It was all a fierce reflex. In this work, Basquiat gets to the manic core of the human condition. This is existential portraiture of an unflinching kind. After Van Gogh, Sheila, Munch, Picasso, and Bacon, there was Basquiat, the myth-making, risk-taking genius who turned art history on its head.
Jean-Michel Basquiat was a fantastic, expressive painter and died far, far, far too young. It's a shame that he's not around to provide some more context about his own work because, quite honestly, listening to people evaluate and analyze it gets to be kind of annoying to me personally. When people tell you what a painting means, that's from Sotheby's. It's a decent video. They have a lot of other great stuff. I'm not criticizing the content because I picked it, but I do just want to say that the genius of Basquiat that these people refer to is probably far more complex and layered than they are capable of understanding. Now, with all of that said, it is time for the auto write. So, what is an auto write? Well, An auto-write is the tool of the surrealists, my friends. It's a way we try to tap into our unconscious creative mind, maybe. So what do? Well, I count down from 10, and as I do, you simply try to clear your mind. When I get to 1, I'm gonna say go. And when I say go, we all just start furiously typing in the chat. Whatever comes into your mind. It doesn't have to make any sense, and it probably won't if you're truly clear. So we'll do that for about 30 or 45 seconds. And at that point, I will say stop. When I say stop, we all stop typing. We enter a return. Everybody's auto-write shows up in the chats. And I read them out loud. We have some good times with them. One of them will be selected and read by the inimitable Blazing Space this Saturday. And we can fire off from here, go to bed, or get on Discord and hang out for a while. What do you say? So once again, I'm gonna count down from 10, and as I do, just clear your mind. When I get to 1, I'll say go. We all start typing furiously in the chat, whatever comes into your head. You don't have to spell it correct or edit anything if you don't want to. And then after about 30 or 45 seconds, I'll say stop. We all hit enter or return. Everybody's auto-write shows up. We read them out loud, and then we have Jagged Baptist Club to play us out tonight. So let's get started. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Start typing. All right, and stop. All right, we're gonna let these come in. I don't know how the fuck I just wrote what I just wrote, but here's what I wrote. Here we sit at the precipice of life and death, mourning and mourning, with no sky to kiss. Sorry, with no. Okay, I'm gonna start mine over here. Here we sit at the precipice of life and death, mourning and mourning, with no sky to kiss, but angels to pet. There's no way around it, my friends. The pretender inside is always about, always laughing, dancing, and drinking in the misery of unlived truth. Don't submit, don't surrender, don't give in to the pretender. Let yourself dream that lucid dream of life just as you are, and give the pretender the night off. Wow, me. Tim Basaraba, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. Too tight? I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. I miss the 90s. Don't we all? When it just seemed like everything would work out somehow, right? Alex FV, if you never even built a Lincoln log house, we are not the same. It's not even that it's hard. It's just that it was my passion that I was absolutely terrible at. Do you remember when there was a song narrated by Baz Luhrmann called Don't Forget to Wear Sunscreen or something like that? I do. I think about it more than is reasonable. This song was everywhere, just like a blue bop it, twist it, pull it, bop it, fuck it. Damn cuz. Damn cuz. One of the best auto-writers I've ever met. Blazing Space, when you jump on a wobble, it's like sitting on an ice plank, drifting on studios through $1 million doorways to look up, drop your sunglasses and realize you killed a deer while you weren't paying attention with your Ford truck that has a sticker that says real ladies don't drive Mercedes. When will the prizes in cereal boxes save? Donuts. Great auto right, Naomi. Blazing Space. Sorry. That was amazing. Naomi, Baomi, Faomi. When my mind is truly clear, there are no more words. Fucking words complicate everything. Mind clear, perfect sense, and no sense. Just shapes and sounds and connection. Fair enough. And thank you for the auto right. Ash Maddie. Early childhood develop was never something Larry David thought about while he was writing The Crucible. Every day he ate bananas that were doused in lighter fluid because that's what the orphan boy had for sale at the corner of 56th and half past Danny DeVito's nose hairs. I like peanut butter better than Chumbawamba. Ash Maddie, great stuff, buddy. Great stuff. Dartone the Third. Boobs, what are they but poops upside down? Maybe all the things we love are gross upside down? Maybe the way you look at things determines if they are good or bad. People are all determined to be right, but rarely are, except for me. Wow. That was actually pretty good. Good job, Dartone. Good job, Dartone. Yes, so great stuff, everybody. Great, absolutely great stuff. Bicentennial Baby did say, okay, if this comes out as fuck you Diamond Parking repeatedly, just skip mine. I understand. We all understand. Fuck Diamond Parking. And you know what? I'll say it for you. Fuck Diamond Parking. I hope that is cathartic for someone. Most importantly, Bicentennial Baby. We did a little bit of a lot tonight, friends. I like going all over the place in the never-ending cavern of creativity we have here at Weird at Night. I want to thank you all for your love and support. I felt so much energy coming through the Waniverse lately, and it's because of you. If there's one thing I would want you to know, it's that, and I'm serious about this, tonight wouldn't have been the same without you. Each of you. Everyone here plays a very important part, whether it's in the chat, in the Discord after the show, or during the show. Everybody has an important role to play here, and I thank you for joining me on this journey. Weird at Night is founded on 4 key principles. People come first. Time matters more than money. Art is the antidote. Attack with love. Love yourself because you are the best thing that will ever happen to you. The money is in division, friends. You can see it no matter where you look. The establishment loves to divide us. That way nothing really ever has to change, and it's all the other guy's fault. But we know better. Conversation, connection, community. These are powerful things that can change lives if we know where to reach for them. WAN is one such place, but keep reaching. No matter how dark things may seem, there's still so much good in the world. Don't forget it, even when it's hard. Tonight, we'll be seen out by Jagged Baptist Club, an LA band that we recently featured in Not a Mucho Newsy News. We'll be watching their video, Temptation Death House. Intriguing, no? Intriguing? I mean, it literally has the word temptation right in it, so... I'm Patrick Galactic. We are Weird at Night. Take good care of you and love your people every chance you get. I'll see you Saturday at 10 p.m. Pacific or right after the show in the Discord voice chat. Huge love, everybody. This is Jagged Baptist Club.
night. So weird at night. Thanks for being so weird at night. For 100 nights. Weird at night.
Freed from the shackles of time and space, we present Weird at